All right, what's up, everybody? How you guys doing today? I hope you're all awesome. Thank you so much for coming out. I definitely appreciate it. You guys and gals are amazing. All right, I'm making a quick adjustment on this thing here. Check 1 2. Let me turn that down a little bit. All right, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check. That looks good. All right. What is this thing? Get out of my way, thing. I'm trying to do something. All right, CSR live. Let me try and get my camera in position here. I think that's good enough. That'll probably be all right. So this is what I got this morning. This is a really cool car. It was not easy to get this thing. I will say that. It was definitely not easy to get this thing. All right, we got Legion. What's up, my man? Bozer, good to see ya. We got Yaden, Casper, Melon. Good to see you guys. You know what? Let me find out how many races it actually took me to get this. Let's go look. We're going to go find out really quick. I'm guessing about... I'm going to guess 200. Okay, 95 races. It took me 95 with a almost maxed out CC850. So that's not horrible, but yeah, if it took you 400, that's a crazy amount. They definitely don't make these showdowns easy, guys and gals. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how I've got this thing set up today. I don't have too many parts on it. It's got really high Evo for a low amount of parts. So we got 2,400 Evo. And we've got our tires on 3, transmission on 3, and our nitrous on stage 2. That's it. So nitrous 2, tires 3, transmission 3. 2,400 Evo points. And then I got my nitrous to the right and tires on 20 PSI. That puts this car, should be right in the 10.4 lobby, but I think we're actually going to be in the 10.6 lobby with this. I'm not 100% sure, but I think we're going to be in 10.6. Maybe 10.8. Now I'm going to have to go back to the doctor because my sinuses just are not getting better. Both of my parents, I think they've got COVID, so that's not wonderful. All I know is they need to stay away from me because I don't want it either. Hopefully they haven't given it to me already. All right. Okay. We're about to get this thing rolling. So bottom line is, I'll go ahead and pin stacks this comment there. I don't know if we're in 10.6 or 10.8, but it should be somewhere in that ballpark. Pin message. Let me go start my cruise wild card. Yaden, you said you had to do 300 races. That's a pain in the butt. I got a lot of stuff to claim. All right, I'll do that later. Bam. All right, our wild card is now activated. Let's go race this Bugatti. I always like when we get a really good Bugatti because I'm a big fan of these things, and most of the Bugattis in this game suck. This one is actually really good. This one is actually really nice. All right, what are we looking for here? Live racing. Ba-bam. Let's go do it to it. Max the Gamer, what's up, my man? Stacks, how you doing today? Ryan, awesome to see ya. I appreciate everybody coming out. We'll race Rookie. See if he wants to race. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, he got me. Of course, if you noticed, I didn't shift it very well. Alright, he ran a 10.9, so we might actually be... I don't know what lobby we're in. To tell you the truth. We're going to run a couple of people and kind of get a good idea of what lobby we're actually in. I'm not sure. I think this car is getting a big lobby advantage, to tell you the truth. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. But I'm pretty sure we're like in the who knows what lobby. We are in the who knows what lobby today. Let's see what he ran this time. Opponent disconnected. Oh no. Well, what can you do, I guess? We got a big old disconnect and I don't like it at all. Yaden says, last season I got the BMW M4 Purple Stars. Oh, look, it's Max the Gamer. Max, you've copied my car, man. We can't be out in public wearing the same car. Alright, here we go. Alright. Max says 10.6. What's up, Brian? How are you today? I hope you're doing awesome. But yeah, this is going to be a really good car. I'm probably going to upgrade the transmission to stage 4 so I can tune the transmission, but honestly, you don't need a lot of parts on this thing to get a good lobby advantage on it. That's the nice thing. I'm expecting to love this thing. Should be really good. Well, when I did the review video, before I owned this, you know, when I did the review video on it, I was expecting it to be really good, but I think it's going to be better than I had anticipated, actually. I think this is going to be one of those cars where if you spend some time messing with it, it'll dominate everybody. I mean, it's just going to be really good. Let me put it on live chat. What's up, Sean? How you doing today? I hope you're awesome. Alright, so if you look at the shift spin, it tells you exactly what you might get out of there. You spend your gold and you get one of those prizes, and if you spend enough gold, which who knows how much that's going to cost, there is a prize car in there. But remember, you're probably going to spend a crap load of gold to get that thing. That's the problem. I don't remember offhand what's in there, but there's a bunch of little prizes and there's a prize car. But somebody figured it up one day. You might have to spend something like, what was it, 30 or 40,000 gold? I don't know if that's right, but that's what I remember. I mean, bottom line, it's kind of an event that's designed to take your resources. Like, I think it's there just to eat up your resources, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Alright. What's up, Noonie? How's your day going? Alright, Sean's now got 2 garages of cars. Awesome. I don't know. I'll tell you what, if you put some time into this game, you'll be like, man, all of a sudden I've got like 40 cars, 40 garages. Now you'll be like, I got 100 garages. I mean, it takes a while, but it's kind of cool to watch your garage collection grow. But once you get so many, you're like, wait a second. This is too much. Eventually you'll just say, it's way too much. Oh, Sean says, oh, now you got 14 garages. Gotcha. You mean you got 2 new garages of cars? What's up, Kelly Brown? How you doing today? Alright, I guess Kelly is looking for some crew members on a brand new crew. What's up, Darth? I'm doing alright, thank you. Glad you're doing good. Oh, wow. I guess you can make this car go super slow if you want. Don't shift too... Yeah, if you don't want to go slow, don't shift gears too quickly on this car. It was about to come to a crawl right there. I'm not even sure how many garages I have, but honestly, I wish I could get rid of like half of them. But the problem is you start selling off cars you don't want. Next thing you know, the game's like, oh, you need to use this for an event. And you're like, crap. Alright, what did I call you? It's Kaheli? Kahali? I don't know how to say that. I am not very good at reading, I suppose. Alright, the Hyundai Iconic. You know, that's a nice little car. Some people love the electric cars and some people hate them. I mean, personally, I don't mind the electric cars, except for some of them are really awkward to drive. Like, some are extremely awkward to drive. It's mainly the launch, I guess. There's a lot of them that launch like a turd taco. What do I think about the PC car? It's not bad. It's not a bad car. I should have a video that goes over it. But it's a good car overall. I know a lot of people really like that. I don't like the way it looks, but it is a good car. Goodness. I'm getting so tired of these bad sinuses. I'm sure it sounds gross having to listen to that. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to bust out one of my USB microphones that has a mute button on it. They don't sound as good, but at least I can push mute. All right. Yaden, have a great day. Catch you later. What's up, Rackman? How are you? Andrea, what's up? Hey, Neven. Hope you guys are all doing good today. All right, Darth, you're trying to get a Bugatti from the collections. Oh, your crew's at first place? Awesome. Can't complain about that. Congrats. All right, whose turn is it to win? I wasn't paying attention. What's up, AJ? How's your day going? But yeah, the PC car is pretty nice. I do have a video that goes over it. I mean, you could always go check that out, and that should give you an idea if you think you might like it or not. But I think it's a nice car. If I remember correctly, it's got a really nice live racing setup too. Oh man, William D. He's got the jokes today. The mucus button instead of the mute. Yeah. I hate having to clear my throat and make noises like that, because one of the most important things, there we go. One of the most important things is you don't want the sound of your video or live stream to gross out or annoy your viewers, but I guess unfortunately sometimes you can't help it. It's horrible. It's horrible. Oh man, which car is actually best in CSR2? Best for what? I guess that's the question. Different cars are good for different things. For example, some cars might beat the dyno time, some cars are great for live racing, some cars have really fast acceleration, some cars have really fast top speed. Some cars can be down, there's all kinds of different stuff you can do with your cars. So there's really no such thing as a best car in the game. I mean, there's good cars, there's amazing cars, and then there's really crappy cars. But there is a lot of good to great cars in the game. But there's more terrible or crappy cars in the game. William D says, you can't gross me out, I was in the military. Noonie says, my W16 runs 10.5s on the dyno. It might be able to find my lobby depending on if you've been pushed, or I don't know where your car's lobbying at, but if it runs a 10.5 and the dyno's around a 10.5, there's a small, you might be able to find mine. Have I tried that Mustang? What is that Mustang? I assume you're talking to me, but there's a lot of Mustangs in this game. I'm not even sure how many Mustangs we have. A bunch. Ah, alright. Kalili? I know I'm saying it wrong. Maybe I'll just call you Brown. Gosh darn it, the sinuses. Hold on. There's a mute button on the streaming software, but it's hard to get to. Alright, is it back? Okay. Alright. I'm glad I muted it for that one. Oh, God. Oh, man. You know what? I wonder if I can set up a key on my keyboard to mute the microphone and unmute the microphone. I bet I can. I'm gonna try. You know what? I'm gonna try to see if I can do that. I never thought about it, but it does let me set up hotkeys. So I should be able to set up hotkeys to mute the microphone. I'll have to make it kind of a weird key, that way I don't accidentally hit it or something. Number 6 right up there would probably work. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do that. Alright, Max got moved. Max, thanks for the swaps, my man. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, my screen got dark. We had the major malfunction here. Let me pull down my screen and fix the brightness issue. Yeah, Max, that was fun, my man. Thank you. Alright. Melon, what are you driving here? He's got the purple Nurple, guys. He's driving a purple Nurple. Purple Nurple. Melon's got the purple Nurple. Yeah, William D, I don't like that glitch either. I've tried a lot of different settings to try and fix that, but none of them have worked, unfortunately. I think that's something the people who make this thing's gonna have to fix. Alright. This sinus is awful. I hope I'm not getting the COVID, 'cause like I said, both my parents have it. And I was just around them. Like, day before yesterday, and then yesterday I find out they have all got COVID. I'm like, oh my God. I definitely hope it's not that. At least my dad has it for sure. My mom, I guess she went to the doctor this morning to find out if she's got it or something else, but I got a bad feeling. I've got a bad feeling she's got the COVID and my dad's got the COVID, and I hope they don't give it to me. I'll have to make some complaints if they do. Alright, I'm sorry. I lost Melon. I don't know what happened there. Alright, so unfortunately, Infinite's not connecting with me. I don't know why, but I don't like it. We got a problem. Yeah, Melon, thanks, my friend. I think the game server is just disconnected or something, so... Alright, back out to the lobby. Something just happened there. What was I just gonna do? I was going to do something. Oh, somebody was asking about the shift spin. So that's the car that's available right here. Oh, wow. That's a weird animation. Why? Who came up with that? It's like, it's cool, but it's weird. Look at that. That's neat. I didn't know this was an option. Unfortunately, it doesn't allow you to change any colors, I guess. Did you guys know it did this? But anyways, there's a down-tunable Jesco in here. Now, why would I want to see the license plate? Huh. I wonder, yeah. This is neat. It's definitely not needed, but it's kind of neat. I was not expecting that. But yeah. So bottom line is, if you use this, if I spend 70 gold, it's going to give me a random prize. And there's a very, very, very small chance I could win the prize car. So I mean, this basically tells you the drop rates here. You've got a 1.67% chance of winning the prize car. You've got a 2.46% chance of... I mean, these drop rates are terrible, so yeah. Don't expect to win that car without spending a buttload of gold. Every time you spend that, I believe that... Let's go ahead and do it. I think the gold costs more each time. Yep, every time it goes up, and it gets more and more and more and more expensive. And next thing you know, you will have spent like 40 million. Whoa, what was that? You will have spent like 40 million gold trying to win that car. Unless you're really lucky. How much total gold for the car? There's a lot of variables in that. Somebody told me they did that and they spent something like 30 to 40 million. Or 30 to 40,000, I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm remembering that conversation correctly, however. But that's what I remember them saying. I just know it can cost a fortune. Ooh, look at that. Alright. I love this car. This is one of my favorite cars that I got to race against. I should let him win because his car is amazing. Gosh, this is awful. I apologize, everybody. Nobody's ever going to come to my live stream again. I let him win. I like your car. All right, this time it's my turn to win. All right, Max says he thinks it'll probably be a few thousand gold to get that. I'm not sure, honestly. Unfortunately, I don't think the content account has that. Like, there's a lot of stuff, since that's not a playable account, there's a lot of stuff that doesn't show up on there. Alright, let's see if he wants to swap. Nope. Wait a second, did he bet me money? He must have bet me because I just got 32,000 for that win. I didn't even notice. I should pay more attention to what's going on. Alright, wait a second. He changed cars on me. Alright, let's go do it. I wonder why the game does that. 3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, I like this thing. Darth, are you Arnold Schwarzenegger? Darth says, I'll be back. I'll be back. I don't know why, but I would love to have like a little soundboard that says Arnold Schwarzenegger things. That would be kind of fun. Rack, man, I'm sorry you're not feeling good, man. That sucks. That sucks big time. I hope you get better. Being sick is terrible. This is the worst my sinuses have been in a long time. Like, it's non-stop today. It is non-stop. It just will not stop crapping out my live stream. I don't like it. Alright, Nooney's in the 2005 GT. I think those are pretty good cars. Those are pretty cool cars. I mean, honestly, if you can beat the dyno, it's a good live racer. You just have to be extra careful not to get pushed. That's the issue with dyno beating cars. Guy, what's up, my man? Yeah, the CC850 has a good low upgrade live racing setup. It's quite good, actually. It's not like... It's probably not the best live racing car in the game, but it's one of the better live racing cars in the game, I would say. I think, if I remember correctly, I think we shared one of Melon's tunes for that car a couple of live streams back. Like, if you were to go back and find that video and use Melon's tune, I'm going to tell you what, it'll tear some people up. Alright, Bruce. What's better, the W16 or the Lavotor Chichinuar? You guys must just love how I can't pronounce anything. Alright, so they're both freaking amazing. They're both amazing. Which one do I like better? That's a hard choice. That's a really hard choice because they're both beasts. I like the way the W16 looks better. Fire says the Ruffian Mustang 67. I know I've got a video that goes over that car. I made that, feels like about a year ago. My memory on that car isn't really huge, but if I remember correctly, that's a pretty nice car. But I do have a video where I go over how to set it up and I do a review on it and everything else. I would need to go refresh my memory on that one, but I remember liking it. I don't remember what I liked about it or why, but I do remember liking it. Alright, Max the Gamer likes this better than the W16. I mean, this thing is pretty amazing. I mean, to me, the W16 looks way better, but... Alright, so unfortunately it's not always easy to find the same live racing lobby as somebody else. But generally, if you can get your car set up to, you know, the same dyno time and to run around that dyno time, that makes it a lot easier to find my lobby. But there might be several different lobbies around the same time. And then you just kind of got to hope the game puts you in the correct one, I guess. Dark, this is the one from the showdown. I don't remember the other one being very good. I could be wrong, but I don't remember liking the other version of this. That's another one I would have to go refresh my memory on, but this is definitely better than the other one. I can guarantee you that. I think the other one was okay, but this one is really nice. Like, I would say the other one, just going by memory, it was decent at best. But the new one's got a lot going for it. Now, I don't really understand why they would add two of the almost same exact car. To me, that doesn't make a lot of sense. To me, that makes like no sense whatsoever, but that's pretty much how they set it up. Fire says, I bought it because of what looks cool. What, the Ruffian? It is a cool looking car. That's the green one with the black stripe, right? Yeah, you definitely don't have to spend a lot of money to enjoy this game. I mean, I spend 20 bucks every couple of months. Every once in a while, they drop a car that I think is worth buying with my real money. So I spend maybe 100 bucks a year on this game. Not because I need to, but just because they had something I wanted. Ah, Guy, I don't know. I didn't check to see if it shared stage 6 parts. I didn't even think to look. You know, that's something I probably should have looked up when I made the video on how to drive the car. But the thought never crossed my mind. Alright, Max says no, it doesn't. Guy, do you know how to get into your inventory to check? Like, if you go into the stage 6 inventory, you'll be able to find out whether or not it does that or not. But even if you don't have the car, you should be able to check and see if they're the same or different. Yeah, Noonie, thanks, buddy. Those were some good swaps. Alright, back to the lobby, everybody. Back to the lobby. The Hobby Lobby. You know, I went to the Hobby Lobby and I was so disappointed. I thought it was going to be like a giant hobby shop with RC cars and RC airplanes and stuff. And it was an arts and crafts store. I was like, what? What is this? I was really upset. I thought I was going to walk into like a giant Walmart-sized hobby shop. And it wasn't that at all. I'm still mad about that. Alright, Noonie, have a great day, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I was heartbroken. I was like, oh no. I thought I found like the holy grail of coolness, and it was just horribleness. Unless you're somebody who's into sewing, then you might like it. Personally, I don't think that was the correct name for a store like that. I mean, I get it, but like a hobby shop's supposed to have like RC cars, RC airplanes, RC helicopters, model trains, like fun stuff. An arts and crafts store, I mean, I guess for some people that's a hobby, but they should have named it the Arts and Craftsy Lobby. What's up, music? How you doing today? Awesome to see ya. Buyer said, I bought 2 Ford, 3 Aston Martin, 2 hypercars. Are you saying you bought those with your real money? There's definitely nothing wrong with buying a car if you like it. That's for sure. Generally though, I'm going to make sure, like before I buy anything with my real money though, I want to make sure it's a really good car. Oh! Almost dropped my mouse. Yeah, the Pikes Peak cars, there's a Bentley and there's another one. They're both really good. Hey Nitro, what's up my man? Oh, wait a second. CSR2 Hub is up and running again? Is it a, Nitro, is it a different download or is it the same one? I don't know if I have it installed on here. Like two or 3 months ago, I wiped my hard drive and reinstalled Windows and cleared everything off, so. Sweet. You know what? We'll look at that in a second. That's awesome you guys got that running again. Let me try to download it really quick. I don't know how long that's going to take, but you know, a couple people were just asking me about that recently. Is it on Google Play? Or is it not on Google Play? It's a web app? Alright, so it's got its own the website? Hold on. Why can't I copy this text? Oh my god. There we go. Darn you, YouTube's giving me a hard time here. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me, YouTube. I can't highlight the text to... I can't highlight the freaking text to copy this. I don't have a keyboard. Like when I'm live streaming, I use this little mini keyboard and it's only got like a couple of keys on it, so I can't. There we go. Now it works. 1 second. Let me load this up really quick. Turd burgers. All right. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. The copy and paste didn't work. What in the crap sandwiches? Copy. Paste. I'm gonna tell you what. I hate computers. Nitro, how's your day going, my man? Alright, due to the fact that I live stream from bed and I've got this whole rigged up setup, it's a nightmare trying to do anything I don't already have set up on my computer. If I didn't have the nerve and muscle problems and all that crap and I could set up my desk, life would be so much better. Gosh, darn it. This is why I hate everything. I hate everything. I hate computers. Actually, I love computers, but... There it is. Sweet. Ugh. Computers do grind on my gears, however. Alright, hold on now. Now I gotta figure out how to get this up on the screen. I recently changed from Streamlabs to, OBS to Streamlabs, and it's a little bit different as well. Window capture. Here we go. That's not the window I want, however. The computer screen's like 5 foot away from me, and I can barely read anything that's on the screen for one. Oh my god. Why is this so complicated to do something so simple? Here we go. Alright, so we got this user agreement here. Welcome to CSR. Before using our app, please read our user agreement carefully. Alright, this app does some thingy-dingies. Alright, a bunch of stuff here. You're not going to turn us into a human centipede like on South Park, are you? Alright, let's check this thing out. Alright, the CSR2 Hub website, guys and gals. It is up and running. I think that's awesome. Alright, let's go. Auto show. Alright, so it's just like the old app, basically. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, man, I'm definitely going to let some people know about this. This is pretty sweet. Oh, I got to go through the little tutorial. I can't see anybody's comments. They've all disappeared, unfortunately. I don't know why. Something happened here with your guys' comments. Which car does it want me to look at? Look at this car. Which one? Ah, that one. Jerry. Get out of here, Jerry. Jerry, stop that. Oh, man. Okay, I guess I gotta... Alright, don't click on Jerry. Click on whatever Jerry's pointing to. Alright, so this is going to take us over to YouTube to show people the shift patterns and whatnot, which is awesome. Alright, we're clicking on all the stuff. We can add stars and whatnot if we need to. But yeah, once you get through this little tutorial, yeah, this is just like the app before, but now it's a website. This is actually going to be really nice, guys. Alright, how do I get back out of here? I don't see a back button anywhere. There's got to be a back button, right? Am I blind? Am I missing something? Alright. 1 minute. I got a little bit of... Oh my gosh. Oh, I see what happened. I don't see a back button, however. Nitro, how do I get out of here, my friend? That? Okay. Oh, wow, look at this. Share this car. Huh. But basically, you can come in here, you can check out all the stats. Okay, I see how it works now. Gotcha. It's slightly different than the app on the phone. I'll make a video about this, Nitro. This is actually pretty sweet. But yeah, you can check out any car. You can check out the tunes and everything else. Right now, I'm in Legends Collections. Made in America, sports cars, tuners. Yeah, this is pretty nice. So if you wanna check this out with no stars, or you can come over here, Elite Max. Ooh, look at that. It shows you all the info. Then you got Elite Stock here if you want to see what it's like without stars. Yeah, this is nice. This is definitely nice. Alright, the CSR2 Hub is up, everybody. Nitro added a link to it a second ago. So if you guys want to check that out, that's going to be an awesome resource. I'm sorry it's covering up my screen. Like I said, I wasn't prepared to do this, so. Somehow things got messed up on my streaming software, though, it looks like. What in the world is going on here? Alright, we got problems now. Window capture. Goodbye. Alright, I don't know how this happened. Why is this like this? Alright. Unfortunately, this screwed up my stream. I don't know what I did wrong, but I gotta figure this out. Hold on a second, everybody. Window frame? What is that? Oh my god. Something really messed up happened here. I don't know what the heck I did, but oh man. Alright, this is gonna be awesome, but oh, you're good, Nitro. I think I did something wrong here. I don't know what I did. I obviously messed something up. Alright, let me start turning stuff off. Well, that's how I live stream right there. That's just a photo, but that's my live streaming thing because like I can't sit in a chair because of my nerves and muscles, so I balance that little teeny keyboard on my leg, and then I got this little beanbag mouse pad. Alright. Alert box, webcam, background, window capture. That's supposed to be the game. Yeah, I don't know how to fix this right now. I have no idea how to fix this. I'm gonna have to shut this thing down and restart, I think. I wonder if I can control Z things. Yeah, hold on. If I control Z, there we go. Perfect. Control Z works wonders, guys. Yeah, I accidentally changed something on there. I don't know what it was, but it's all good. Sweet. But yeah, man. I'm glad you guys got that up and running again. Thanks, Nitro. If you guys don't know, Nitro works, you know, he helps with the world record spreadsheet and all kinds of good stuff. So Nitro does a lot of stuff for the community, guys. All right, let's go back to the lobby. I'm sorry, everybody. But we got this thing all fixed up now. Yeah, I'm definitely going to let people know that's up and running, Nitro. Send me a link on Discord just in case I forget. I've already forgotten what the website was called. Send me a link in Discord so I can find that again. That's going to be great. Oh, man. I'm going to tell you what, man, that 221C in orange looks really sweet. I like that thing. I will say this though, streaming software is very sensitive. It's so easy to do something wrong or mess up the streaming software. So Max the Gamer, yeah, I added a new window capture. And I think when I changed one, I think it actually changed both, which I don't believe is supposed to happen. What I might have done is instead of adding a new window capture, I might have actually just duplicated the original one. That's what I'm thinking happened. I'm guessing instead of adding a new one, it was a duplicate window capture. So when I changed one, it changed them both. But that probably is what happened. But yeah, hitting Control Z or whatever several times fixed it. But no, that's I really was enjoying CSR2 Hub before it went down. I mean, that's a really helpful, handy, I guess it's not an app, website. Very helpful website. Fire said, I bought the Victor. The Victor's kind of a cool car. It's a neat car. I can't remember how good the live racing setup is, but I do know quite a few people run that thing and seem to like it. RWR, how's it going? Alright, I think we disconnected. Stacks, thanks, my man. Alright, there's the Riddick again. I think the 919 Street's a pretty cool car. I like the way it looks. It's a really cool looking car, and it seems like it's going to perform pretty well. I don't think it's as good as this Bugatti, but it's an overall really cool car. Stacks, you're welcome, my man. I appreciate it. But yeah, Max, I don't know if you use Streamlabs or if you use OBS, but I think OBS is a lot easier to use for a lot of reasons, but One thing I notice is when I change accounts back and forth on OBS to live stream on the different channels, it causes problems. Like it crashes a lot and has issues. So I started live streaming on Streamlabs again because it's pretty much the same thing, but it seems a little more stable for live streaming to where OBS seems better for recording. Ah, Max is using Streamlabs as well. Gotcha. I like it. I mean, there's so much stuff you can do that you can't do with OBS. Like, there's all this extra fun stuff on it. I mean, you don't really need that stuff, but it's there if you want it, you know? I personally think OBS is way easier to use, but I don't think it's as good for live streaming. But it's kind of nice to have one setup for recording and one setup for streaming. It just works out easier for quite a few reasons when you have several different YouTube channels. Now, if I were just running one channel, I would probably just use OBS for everything, but having to switch back and forth is a little bit of a pain. Darker Knight says, I didn't live race the 919, just quick tuned it for 10.6. Darker Knight, is this you? Fire said, I bought the Bugatti too, but I got the purple Atlantic concept. I don't remember much about that's one problem with this game. There's 1,500 plus cars, so trying to remember what they all do is hard. When you got a bad memory like me, trying to remember 1,500 cars is rough. There's a couple of Bugattis in the game that are really good. There's a lot of Bugattis in the game that I don't like, and there's a lot that are super good. I was actually surprised. I found the original, the old school Chiron. I found a low upgrade tune for that works. I mean, it's not great, but it works. I was pretty happy because I love the way that car looks. It's one of my favorite looking cars. Doris says, I won't be rushing to max. Yeah, the new Supra is pretty awesome, but the truth is, I think the only reason to really max out the new Supra is to get the new body kits. If you want something that's good but not as good with some really cool body kits, I guess you might want to think about it, but I don't understand why they made a new version of the Supra, but they actually made it worse. That doesn't make sense. Don't you think if you're going to bring out a new Elite Tuners car that's pretty much the same thing as another one, you would make it an improved, better version? That's what I don't get. They basically came out with a new Elite Tuners car and made it not as good as the current one. I want to know why. Like, who... Why? Like, my mind can't wrap itself around that. I can't understand that at all. I don't get it. Does anybody have any theories on that? Mind blown. I'm proud. I'm an idiot, and I like the new body kit, so I'm thinking about upgrading it. All right, Alex, how you doing today? You're stuck on one of the rev up races. All right, so if you just came back to the game, you get the rev up thing, I guess. I don't really know much about it, but generally when you're trying to beat an event, there's 3 things that need to be on point to make it through an event. Number 1, you have to have enough parts on the car. Number 2, you got to shift the car properly. And number 3, you got to tune the car properly. So if you're stuck on an event, one of those 3 things is preventing you from getting any further. I don't know if you're stuck because you need more parts. I don't know if your tune is off or your shift pattern is off or all of the above, but it's got to be one of those 3 things or a combination of those 3 things. But there's a good chance you need more parts for the car. Now, if it's speed trap or a sprint race, you may have to retune the car differently for that type of race. Sometimes it's as easy as just moving your transmission slider to the left or the right to get more acceleration or more top speed. If it's more complicated than that, then I got a video that goes over speed trap tuning and sprint race tuning because it gets a little more complicated. I mean, on some of them, even the gear you hit nitrous on matters, the way you launch matters. Like, you might need to change quite a few things sometimes. Thank you for the swaps. I appreciate that, my man. But yeah, I think you'll like that 919. It's a cool car. Oh, there you are. You're back. Casper, what's up, my man? So I take it you don't have any of the cars for the showdown? I spent some bronze keys to open crates for the CC850. That's probably the only reason I was able to do it this time. I locked my CC850 into that event, and then I went in there and opened event crates and got the last 2 or 3 stage 6 parts I needed. Right now I'm still missing like 3 or 4 pink parts, and that kind of is what it is, I guess. Alright, Fire says the Jerko looks good over there. The Jesco? I'm going to tell you what, Jescos are pretty cool cars depending on what you're trying to do with them. I mean, they can be extremely good for a lot of things. I'm not even sure if I have a Jesco in this game. I wouldn't mind having one, honestly. I don't believe I've got any... I don't think I have any of the huge dyno beating cars, to tell you the truth. I might. Which car is best for the Prestige Cup Showdown? Alright, I don't know what you mean by Prestige Cup Showdown. You've got the Elite Showdown, you've got the Championship Showdown, and then like right now we've got that special event showdown up there. I'm guessing you're probably talking about the Championship Showdown. I'm thinking. I know I've been behind on those showdown videos. I'm sorry, guys. I've been struggling to keep up with everything lately. But if you're talking about the Championship Showdown, I'm pretty sure the Prestige Cup car is going to be one of the better ones. I can't remember offhand what all is in there, unfortunately. I'd have to go look, but... Fire says, I don't have enough money to level them all up. Yeah, that's one thing about this game. You got to be really picky and choosy what you spend your resources on, because it'll go so fast if you're not careful. Like, your resources will just be gone before you knew what happened if you're not really careful with it. I mean, you pretty much got to spend at least 2 hours a day playing this game just to be able to get enough game cash to upgrade 2 cars a season. Something like that. Alright, Darker Knight has a good point. The best car for the showdown is the fastest car that you currently have. This is what I do for showdowns personally. I go and I find out what car do I have upgraded the most, which one of my cars is available is the fastest. Because I'm not going to upgrade a car just to run showdowns. I am not going to run a car. I'm not going to put a bunch of resources into a car just to run showdown races. So whatever car I have the most upgraded, I take that into a showdown and I get as far as I can. Because honestly, if there's a bunch of cars I don't like in there, I'm not going to dump resources into those to make them faster. Now, if you leveled up the Prestige Cup car and you maxed that out, by all means, go run that thing and do what you can, but... So, Fire, this is what I do. When it comes to upgrading cars, I upgrade the cars I absolutely have to. And then when I get a really good live racing car, I'll usually put some parts into that. So every season I upgrade the Prestige Cup car. And then I try not to upgrade anything else unless something else pops up. I haven't got disconnected. Yeah, unfortunately this game has a big issue with disconnects, but Philly says we got to make you a schedule. Here's the thing, this game has no schedules. They're just like, bam, here's a new thing, bam, here's a new thing, bam, here's a new thing. Then there's like 2 days where there's no new thing, and then all of a sudden, bam, another new thing, bam. They just beat us up with no new things. It's crazy how much new stuff they bring out these days. And a lot of the times they tell you an event's going to start on a certain day and it doesn't. Alright, so you disconnected again? That's a bummer. But I'll tell you one thing, I mean, there's 1,500 cars in this game. I mean, after 9 years of playing and the amount of hours I've spent, I haven't even made close to enough money to upgrade all the cars. Like, it's crazy. You got to grind your butt off to get game cash to upgrade these cars. Alright, oh, here's Max and the Jesco. I'll tell you what, that's a nice looking car. That orange Jesco looks awesome. I like it. Alright, let's see who wins this one. I mean, if he's got that down-tuned, I'm gonna get smoked. Let's find out. Oh yeah, I think he's got a crate. Wait, he let me win. I think he would have got me if he didn't slow down. Dara says, I've been saving my resources like silver keys over 2,000. Yeah, you know, you're in a pretty good spot. If you got 2,000 silver keys, that's pretty good. That's a good place to be. Actually. Max says, going too fast, Danny. Oh man, I'm hungry. Fire says, wait, you cheated yesterday. You bought a car with the cash and split the cash with 2 cars. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But if it worked out, awesome. Oh, man. I used to actually run a pretty... I used to kind of have a schedule set up for this game, but they didn't used to add so much new stuff. New events didn't pop up as often. There's just so many new events popping up constantly. For quite a while, I stayed on a very regular schedule for making videos for this. Right now, I'm having a hard time squeezing in the videos for showdowns. One problem with YouTube, it's actually bad for your channel when you post more than one video per day. If you're constantly posting more than one video per day, it actually hurts your YouTube channel. YouTube goes, oh, we noticed you posted 2 videos and they only got like half the views as normal because the views get split up. And then YouTube's like, oh, people didn't like these videos as much. Like, they pay attention to every little teeny tiny thing. So you got to be really careful when you're a YouTuber not to do things that YouTube doesn't like. I mean, posting 2 videos in one day occasionally, that's cool. But if I did it like 3 or 4 times a week, YouTube would start thinking, okay, people aren't liking this channel as much. These videos aren't getting as many views. And then it might stop recommending my channel to people too. So you got to be really careful. YouTube is really... YouTube is rough. YouTube has no mercy. They don't care. It's got that algorithm to set up to do specific things, and it's really good to get an idea of how it actually works, because if you don't know, you have the potential to screw so many things up it's not even funny. Alright, Max, thanks, buddy. Good swaps, my man. Predator. Alright, who would like to race? Oh, we got the Predator. With the bright yellow rims on the 86 GR. I almost called it the 86 Supra again. I don't know why I do that. So it looks a lot... Okay, once you put the body kits and everything on it, it looks so much like my Supra. I guess I'm just used to... It looks just like the Supra with the body kits and everything. Now, without the body kits, they look very different. But when you start putting the body kits on there, it looks almost identical to me. It's hard to tell them apart. I think that's why I got in the bad habit of saying that. I could be wrong, but I think that's why. Fire says, the car came with cash and parts. I could have just bought the car. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, the Galaxy 500 is a pretty cool car, actually. I think the Galaxy 500 is quite nice. I don't know if I've got that one or not, but I do know that's a good car. I don't think I ever did get that on my personal account, but I remember when I got on the content account and did the review. I remember it being pretty nice. There's a lot of nice cars in the game that I've missed out on my personal account, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, you win some, you lose some. It's not terrible. I get a few cars. I miss out on a few cars. If you play the game long enough, I mean, it's definitely nice to get new cars that you actually like, but I've currently got so many cars that I like a lot that are really good. I really don't need more, but I still like to get some new ones every once in a while. Like, it was really cool to get this Bugatti. Wait, wasn't it your turn to win? It was really nice to get this Bugatti. Didn't need it, but I like it. Alright, we're ranking up. Bloop. 35 gold. Yay! Max says the Galaxy is not a bad car. Yeah, the Galaxy was worth buying for sure. I'm pretty sure the Ruffian you bought's worth it. The Galaxy's worth it. Those are two very nice cars in my opinion. Philly says +1 for Galaxy love. Alright, good swaps, Mr. Predator guy. Oh yeah, the Bentley. If you got the Bentley Pikes Peak car, that's definitely worth it. That's a really nice car. Alright. Hey, Winpoo. Or is that not Winpoo? I don't know. It might be. He's busy though. Alright, let's rate. Nope. As soon as I clicked on that guy, he was gone. He was out of here. Alright, where should you prioritize your Universal Fusion parts? Well, really, okay. The Devel 16 is not a bad car to put them into. When you get a really nice Purple Star car that you really like, if you get a really nice Purple Star car that you really like and you know it's really good, that's when you want to use them. For example, the Devel 16 is going to be really hard to get parts for. So if you're a big fan of that car, I would say yes. Yes, that's totally worth putting your universal parts into that if you like that car. I mean, that car is a beast. It's one of the better cars in the game. I mean, it's pretty fast in general, and you can set that thing up to live race as well. Now, one thing about the Devel, you don't need too many parts installed in order to make it a good live racing car. So if you're just trying to live race it on a low upgrade setup, you don't really have to do much. I mean, even if you're missing a few fusions, it does pretty good. I mean, just upgrade your transmission to like stage 5, nitrous to 2, tires to 3, and maybe the body if you want to. Throw whatever fusion parts you get into there, tune it up correctly, and that thing will be a live racing machine. Wait, what's Donna not returning us? She's not. She's Donna. Darn you, Donna. But yeah, like Max says though, there are some parts that usually do more than others. Transmission, I would say transmission is usually one of the most important parts. Tires are usually really good for sure. Those are two tunable parts that makes a big difference. Yeah, body is also good and intake is good. And it's nice to put some, generally though, with your nitrous, you only need to put your nitrous up to stage 2. That allows you to get a stage 2 nitrous. You can, I mean, at least for live racing. So you don't need to put many parts into your nitrous at all for live racing. Stage 2 nitrous is normally great for live racing. Now, if you're trying to make the car as fast as possible, then of course you want to, fill it up with all the parts, but wait, wait a second. You sent them a receipt. All right. So did you buy something and not get it? I'm confused. I mean, they can't expect you to take a screenshot of everything you ever buy in life. I mean, if you've got a receipt for something, that should be good enough. I mean, I guess I don't really understand what you're talking about there. I missed something. Alright, William D said he's not going to spend any more money on this game until they fix his stuff. Yeah, he had a couple of cars and parts things disappear from his account, and so far game support hasn't fixed the issue for him. Alright, my nitrous and my buttons didn't work. That's okay. And I don't blame you. I mean, if I lost a bunch of stuff, I'd be pretty upset. Max says they want to make some things difficult so people will give up. That may be, but honestly, just because you buy something doesn't mean you're going to take a screenshot of that purchase. You know what I mean? Most people don't screenshot things that they bought on a video game. I don't know. Game support used to be really good. I've been hearing lots of bad things about them recently. There was a time where if you had a problem with the game support was on top of it. I mean, they were on top of it. If you were missing something, they would make sure you got it back that day. Like, oh, my thing disappeared, or I didn't get this thing that I won. If you could prove to them that you actually got it, or they would sometimes just log on and look at your account and be able to see what happened there and say, okay, well, yeah, we see that you did this but didn't receive it. Here it is, but bam. And they would send it to you as a support gift. Support used to be awesome. But I've been hearing a lot of complaints about support lately, like a lot. Which is really disappointing because they were always on top of it back in the day. They were super good on top of things back in the day. William D, are you sending tickets on the game, or have you emailed them through their website? I don't know how much truth there is to this, but supposedly if you do it through their website, you're going to get better. You're going to get a much better experience, but I've kind of got my doubts on that. But I've heard several people say that. The bad thing is, I think once so much time has passed, I think once too much time has passed, it gets harder and harder to get them to fix things. Alright, Noah said he's been seeing a lot of instances where they ignore people. That's bad. Fires Jesco as white. I think there's a couple of different versions of the Jesco. They're all pretty crazy cars, actually. Personally, I like the orange one just because it's orange, but they're pretty awesome. No matter which one you got, they're pretty cool cars. But no, I mean, I will say this though, this game used to be owned by a different company. So Zynga was bought out by Take-Two. What was it, about 4 years ago? I bet it was about 4 years ago. I'm not good at keeping track of time, so I could be way off, but I bet it was 4 years ago. Would you recommend spending the gold to do the test of speed event? All right, what are you how much gold would you need to spend? I mean, what are you looking to spend it on exactly? Here's the thing. This is what you really need to know. So there's probably a lot more to it than spending some gold here. So when you're going to do one of these bigger events, however many lock-ins there are, you need one car for each lock-in, and then you're going to need to pretty much max out all those cars and have enough parts to make the cars fast enough. Oh crap, sandwiches. I clicked a button to watch an ad. Alright, hold on. We're going to go chop down some trees. We got a bunch of wood. Awesome. Oh look, there's a thing. Okay. You know, I really what just happened? My ad disappeared. Oh boy. There it is. How do I get out of this? The bears are eating me. No. It's just... Oh my god. Oh my god. Get out of... Ah! Turds! Alright, there we go. Sorry about that, everybody. I apologize. Alright. Stacks, the ads got us, man. The ads tore us apart. Look at that neon green car. What was I talking about now? I forget. Oh, but let's just say you have an event where there's 6 lock-ins. I mean, you're going to spend 7 million game cash for each one of those cars. Plus, you're probably going to need to buy parts with real money for those cars. I mean, a lot of those events can be extremely expensive. Hey, it's keeping up with me really good. Oh, are you talking about the gold for the shift spin? That's a very expensive, that potentially can be a huge amount of gold. You might spend a few thousand or several thousand gold getting that car. So if you're talking about shift spin, yeah, that's quite expensive. I mean, it's a really cool car and all, but it's going to be personal preference whether that's worth it to you or not. I mean, it would be nice to be able to do those events and get all that stuff, but it really boils down to, you know, how much real money do you want to spend? One thing about this game, if you don't have a gigantic wallet, you're pretty much going to be skipping the most of the bigger events. The majority of the big events are going to cost you a lot of real money. So if you want to do the big events, you pretty much got to bust out your wallet. Now, if you just want to do like the regular everyday stuff, if you can focus on your daily races, live racing, showdowns, just all the little stuff. I mean, I could easily get on and spend 2 or 3 hours a day just doing that if I had the time and still enjoy the game. But those bigger events, just know they're probably going to cost you a lot of real money. So bottom line is, I mean, there's a lot. Some of the events have awesome prize cars. Some events have horrible prize cars. Like the event that's up on the map right now, I mean, there's some of those events right now have some pretty nice prize cars. The orange Jesco is a cool car, but I don't know if I would really personally want to spend that much gold on it myself, but that is a personal preference. It'll definitely cost you a pretty penny, you know? Darker Knight says you need 3 or more cars for the actual event, the fusion parts, and all the stage 6 parts. Yeah. If a car has purple stars, it has paid crates as well. So if you're upgrading a car with purple stars, you got to spend real money. Well, I don't know if that event, I think that event might have free crates actually. You might be able to open, I'd have to go look. I'm having a brain fart on that one right now, but. All right. Where am I at? I'm not even sure. Okay. Generally on most of the bigger events, like if I've got 1 or 2 cars partially upgraded, I'll just go until I'll just do as much of the event as I can without spending money on it. And that's usually a good way to look at things, I would say. William D said it's just too expensive to play. Yeah, I mean, you can dump thousands of dollars into this game. Like if you're not careful, you could easily dump a few $1,000s a month into this game, or more. You could probably dump several $1,000s a month into this game. Yeah, good swaps. Good swaps. Good swaps. You know what? I'm going to run to the bathroom. I got to pee. Let me hit the be right back button, guys and gals. Let me hit the be right back button because I need to pee. Where's it at? There it is. All right. I'll be back in 2 or 3 minutes. Ugh. All right, I'm back. I am back. Alrighty. Oh, man. Alright, where are we at now? Let me get some more gas and then we'll start this back up again. Alright, I think I've still got the be right back screen. Alrighty. Phantom Lord. What's he driving? You know what? I don't think I've ever seen anybody bring one of these into live racing. Three, two, one, go. Alright. Bam. 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 We'll give him a nice win there. Yeah, we were kind of, you know what? We were actually trying to figure out, like, let's just say you didn't have game cash. Let's just say you didn't have game cash and you paid the money to get all the cars. We were kind of figuring you'd probably spend about $1,500 to buy all the game cash and all the parts in order to beat one event. I can't remember the final number we actually came up with, but I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Can you lock in the DeVille 16 in the Hypercar Showdown? Alright, Showdowns don't have lock-ins. So you don't actually have to lock anything into a Showdown, but if you're trying to win that prize car, yeah, if you got your DeVille 16 leveled up, it will work in that Showdown. It, you know, if you get enough parts on it, it's one of the faster cars in there, so that will do a great job at the Showdown if you have enough parts. So I used my CC850 to win the prize car, and the majority of cars that were beating me were the DeVille 16s. So that's a good choice for that Showdown if you've got enough parts for that car. That's the problem, though, is getting parts for that thing. William D says you could buy a real car instead of playing this game. You know, I'm sure some people have spent enough, you know. Some people, however, they go spend $500,000 to join a country club, and then they never even go. So, I don't know. I mean, entertainment money, you know. Some people don't mind spending it. Others do. Alright, Timothy says, I hate that it won't let me strip the 2 extra Jescos I have. Yeah, you know, I don't really know why we can't strip Purple Star cars. I mean, I kind of get it because they're really hard to get and they're supposed to be super rare. But if you've got duplicates, it should really allow you to, strip those. Alright, so if you get the DeVille and you lock it into the event that's currently up on the map, you can get, that will allow you to open crates for bronze keys for that car. So you can get some parts that way for the DeVille if you haven't already locked into something in the first lock-in on the other event. But the DeVille will have paid crates. That's the only problem with the DeVille. I wonder if I've moved. I might have moved into the 10.6 lobbies here. I love the Devel, but it's very, very hard to get parts for it without spending money, so. Now is a good chance to lock it in. Now is a really good chance to lock it in and get key crates. I've got mine set up on just a few parts and I live race it. It works great for that. Timothy says, I've got lots of unused duplicates I can't strip. I wonder if you could... Probably not. I wonder if you could contact game support. I mean, you could always go there and complain, but I'm not sure how much good it would do. 3, 2, 1, go. I'm a savior with the info. Thank you. I'll tell you what, this game is awesome, but... This game is awesome, but it has kind of a... It's not hard, but there's a big learning curve to this game, I will say. But when I first started playing this game, I basically knew nothing about it. Nobody I asked knew anything about it. I'm like, hey, how's this work? We don't know. Hey, how's that work? Oh, we don't know. How does this thing work? Oh, we don't know. That's pretty much the answer I got from everybody about everything I asked was, we don't know. So, you know, I would say after about 6 to 8 months of playing this game, like I just kept figuring out more and more and more stuff. And eventually I learned a whole bunch of things. And started making videos about the game, but it took quite a while to figure a lot of this stuff out. It's not really that the game's complicated, it's just that there's so many things you need to know about the game. There's a lot going on in the game. You would think just a simple drag racing game would be really easy and really simple, but there's a lot of stuff to it. You know, once somebody tells you something or shows you how to do something, at that point it's normally really easy, but it just takes a while to acquire all the information. But you think, oh yeah, we just drag race a car, you know, we just press a button and go press, 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 press. Shift and drive your car. But there's a lot more to it. Ah man, Darker Knight said the first thing I learned about CSR when I started playing was losing. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff. Like, one of the main things I was trying to find out about was how live racing worked. I'm like, I don't understand live racing. Like, live racing is probably the most complicated part of this game, to tell you the truth. Uh-oh. We got a big bet here. Well, I better make sure I drive this thing good. Alright, here we go. I think last time I raced him, he won, so I actually let him win last time. That's why you don't bet people money in this game. Especially like if you lose to, if you beat somebody and then you go to race them again and you bet them money, that's not necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to win the second time as well. So. I guarantee you he's not very happy. Unless that's one of you guys, but you got to be really careful making bets. I mean, he's in a really good car, but the car I'm in is actually better. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and... I've been running quite a few races a little faster than I should. So right now I'm trying to run some slower ones because I don't want the game to push me again. I think I did get pushed into one slower lobby, which is a nice place to be. I don't want to get pushed again, so I'm going to make sure I get quite a few slow runs in here. We've only got a couple more minutes left on the stream, everybody. I like those rims on that Supra. Those look good. Which rims are those? I don't remember seeing those before, but those look really nice on there. Yeah, Tim, I've been playing about... I think this game was out for about a year when I started playing. Something along those lines. Alright, let's see if anybody wants to race me now. Alright, so... G8 and Riker just raced together. I can almost guarantee it. No, maybe not. They both went busy at the exact same time. So. Those are the stock rims? Ah, no wonder. I didn't notice. They looked good on there. I've never really paid much attention to the stock rims, to tell you the truth. Thanks, Casper. Those rims actually look good. At least they did with that particular paint job he had. Oh wow, I still ran a 10.6. It was 2004. Yeah, I think it was 2014. It might have, I'm not sure. Somewhere around there. 14, 15, yeah, somewhere in that ballpark is when this game came out. I never really thought I would download this game and play it for years and years and years. I never did. Most of the time I play a mobile game, I play it for a couple of months and move on to something else. That's what most people do. I mean, mobile games have a very high turnover rate, to tell you the truth. But, hey, it's a fun game. There's definitely some things about it that they've changed, which aren't great, but there's a lot of things about it that are still pretty awesome as well. You know, there's always some good and some bad with this stuff. Like when another company takes over, it's hard to know how that's going to go down. Like the last company, I think they were trying really hard to make a good game. I mean, there was always a lot of problems and stuff. They didn't rush out the new events and stuff like that. You know, there was less updates. There were less paid events. It was just a more laid back, casual experience. I mean, I completely understand why they're doing what they're currently doing. As far when it comes to like a business standpoint, I get what they're doing. I get it. You know, they're trying to make some money, and that's pretty much what all businesses are out there to do, is make some money. So I get it. Yeah, Tim didn't think he'd be playing this long either. Yeah, this game and War Robots, I've been playing both of them for roughly about the same amount of time. However, most mobile games, you play it for a little while and then you're like, yeah, I'm bored of this. I'm bored with this game. I don't like it anymore. It was fun, but now this game sucks. But for some reason, this and War Robots are the two games I haven't gotten tired of yet. What's up, Avendern? How you doing today? Are the Tier 4 Legends cars good? Which ones? If you're talking about the NSXR, that's a very nice car. I'm trying to remember if there are any other Tier 4 Legends cars worth mentioning. The NSXR is a great Legends car. It's just all around pretty good, and it can also be a great live racing car. Casper, yeah, I do wonder how much it actually cost them to run this game. They got to pay to keep the servers running. They got to pay to get the licensing for all the cars. They got to pay the employees, the buildings, buy the equipment, pay the rent, the electric bills. I can imagine it's probably pretty expensive to run this game. Now, once they buy a license for a car, I wonder if they've got to pay monthly for that. Do they pay monthly? Do they pay yearly? Or is it like a one-time purchase? Like, we bought a license for a Toyota Supra and now we can add as many Supras as we want? I don't know. I'm not sure how that works, honestly. Oh, the Legends Lamborghini Countach. It's not one of my favorite cars. I mean, it's an okay car, but it's not something I would ever really... After I got done with Legends, I have never used that car again, put it that way. It's okay, I guess. Like, one thing about most of the Legends cars, there's a couple of really good ones, but there's a bunch of them that are bad or just decent. But out of the original, I don't know, out of the original Legends cars, I'm trying to remember, there was a couple that stood out. Most of them were Tier 5 cars, however. I know the little Boss Mustang, the Tier 1 Boss Mustang, a lot of people love that little guy. A lot of people really like the 250 GTO. The McLaren F1 is well liked. What else is good in there? The NSXR, of course. We already talked about that one. I think a lot of people like the Jaguar. The Tier 5 Jaguar, maybe. I never really cared for it, but that seemed to be a well-liked car by a lot of people. I'm not much of a fan of Legends cars in general, I will say that. They don't float my boat. A couple of them do. Oh, he bet me some money. I'm glad it wasn't a lot because I wasn't paying attention. Darth, Hope you guys have fun. Catch you later, my man. Hope your day is awesome. All right. Ooh, we got challenged by a CC850. Let's see what we can do. Ooh, he's going to get me. All right, I'm going to slow down. He must have a really good tune on that car because he flew past me there. If you know what you're doing with this car or the CC850, I mean, they're both killer. They are both killer cars. But yeah, I think he would have stomped me. I figure, well, if I'm going to lose, I'm just going to slow down. Oh, alright. Yeah, if you get some of the new Legends Revival cars, I think that's what Tim's talking about there. If you get the Legends Revival cars and you put that, what do they call it, the Pristine or whatever on there, if you up that level, I believe you can earn a lot of extra game cash from regulation races. Now, some of the newer Legends cars are a lot better, or a lot cooler than the older ones, in my opinion. Who won? Yeah, I got it. Max says you should not be losing in the LVN. Well, I'm trying to make sure I'm trying to keep it in the slower lobby time, so I'm not even really sure what honestly, I haven't tested out for the best shift pattern for the parts I have installed. Like right now, I'm intentionally running slowly on a lot of these because I think the game pushed me a lobby, so I'm working on doing a lot of slow runs right now. And I haven't tested the fastest shift pattern possible yet either. I'm probably going to install some more parts onto this thing. Like right now, I've only got it really partially upgraded. Like I don't even have a tunable transmission on this thing yet. So this car is just kind of like thrown together for the stream really quick. But now I'm sandbagging it. Alright, last thing of gas here. Alright, he's gone. Alright, one last race. Oh, it's the CC850 again. I don't want to race you. I guess I will. Alright. Let me try and drive it a little better this time. We'll see if we can beat him. I'm still not sure if that's the best shift pattern, but it runs decent like this. Nah, he got me. He got me. He's probably got a really good tune on that thing. Look at that. I ran a 10.3. He ran a 10.2. He's got a killer setup on that thing. Look at that. 10.2. We're in like the 10.6 lobby, and this guy's running 10.2s. He's got an excellent setup on that car. Like, really good. Whoever that is, man, you got that car. You got that car dialed in. I'm impressed, actually. You don't see that many people running 10.2s in a 10.6 lobby. You really don't. That guy's got it. Yeah, that thing's set up great. Alright. I'm going to do one more sandbag run, and then that's pretty much going to be it for the day. I don't know, Max. I don't see that many people. Honestly, when I'm live racing, I don't see that many people getting good runs on these cars. I think the majority of people don't really know how to tune a car well. To tell you the truth. It even says my dyno is 10.0. I'll tell you what, I like this thing. I do like this thing. It's a nice car. It's a very nice car. Now I do plan to put some more parts on it. I don't know what the absolute best setup for this thing is yet, but I think I am going to upgrade my transmission to 4 at least so I can tune it. No, I don't want to pay you no money. You know, one of these days, William D., I keep meaning to buy that thing that tunes the car for you just to be able to make a video about it, but I've never got around to it. I don't even know if it's any good, to tell you the truth. I wonder if anybody's put out a video on that. I'm not sure. Anyways, I think that's it for the stream time for the day, everybody. Ending soon. There we go. It's not working. There we go. Now it is. All right. I'm actually glad Nitro got the CSR Hub up and running again. That's a really handy resource. I mean, that's an awesome resource, actually. I'm definitely going to bookmark that website. Oh, man. I mean, if you're just looking for some quick, easy information about a car, that's probably the best way to find it. Honestly. And then it's even got a link there to the fastest run ever recorded on YouTube. I mean, you can't complain about that. You really can't. All right, everybody. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much for coming out. I really do appreciate you guys and gals. I was going to say something, but I forgot what it was. It must not have been very important. But anyways, thank you guys so much. You're all amazing. You guys are all amazing. Thank you for being here. That's the end of their stream. I still don't remember what it was I was going to say, but I don't know. I don't know what it was. Oh well. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my videos. Goodbye. Maybe I'll remember later. Probably not. Time for breakfast.